Buenos dias, welcome. My name is Alejandra Underwood and I'm with the Columbia Pike Partnership and I do business engagement and outreach. So a lot of you, we have met because I either go to visit your business or you get emails from me, but I am really excited to have you all here. This is our first Connect and Collaborate for the 2024, and this is an opportunity for small businesses to come together, to learn about resources available for you, and to ask any questions. So we'll be hearing from 5 different organizations today, and each of them will have 5 minutes to present. So I will ask again that if you have just joined the rooms, if you can please rename yourself so we know who you are and which organization or business you're in, so we know who is asking the question and we know how to address you. I will ask again to please also mute yourself if you're not actively speaking. And at the end of the presentation, there will be an opportunity for you to ask any questions. You are encouraged to ask your questions either via chat, like you can send me a private message to myself, Andrea. You can also just unmute yourself and ask your question. You can raise your hand. Andrea and I are fluent in Spanish, so if any of you feel more comfortable asking your questions in Spanish, please do so and we'll be happy to translate. I would like to get started by introducing some part of the Columbia Pike Partnership team. We have here our new Executive Director, Andrew Schneider. So Andrew, please introduce yourself.
Good morning, everybody. I'm very excited to be here, and I'm grateful to both our speakers and to all of our great businesses for being here this morning. Really excited to hearing all the things that they'll be sharing, but also just really excited to be here representing CPP. One of our primary things is to be bringing people together, and this is just another great opportunity for that. So thank you to each and every one of you, and especially our team represented here today by Alejandra and Andrea, who have put this event together. So thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. And I will also like for my colleague Andrea to please introduce herself, and she's also going to get started on, what the Columbia Pike Partnerships and what opportunities we have for your business to be promoted through our network.
Yes, thank you, Alejandra, and good morning, everyone. It's great seeing you here this morning. I have been with the Columbia Pike Partnership since 2021, so I have had the privilege to meet a lot of you, but if I have not met you in person yet, great meeting you virtually. I hope we get to see each other face-to-face one day. And I just want to kind of give you a brief overview of what we do with the partnership for all the small businesses on our zip code. And everything we do is for free. So just if we haven't done anything yet, if we haven't connected yet, please, at the end of the presentation, reach out to us. We're going to leave our emails there so you can easily contact us. But there is a lot of tools and resources out there for you. We want you to take advantage of that. What we have at the partnership is a great ecosystem of marketing resources, and a lot of our efforts are spread in different channels. One of those is Bulletin. This is a bilingual biannual publication in which we highlight 2 to 3 different businesses on Columbia Pike. We distribute this printed publication to 200 businesses in the zip code, and we also make it available digitally to increase the number of views. We have our blog, a newsletter, and social media, and all interviews from Bulletin also have a dedicated space in our blog that we also share on our weekly newsletter, which goes to around 8,000 people over that, to our different social media channels. You can see the numbers there. We have a lot of followers on Facebook and Instagram. So if you have a special event, an announcement, or anything else that you think is special and worth sharing, please send it to us. We're always happy to put it in the newsletter. If you tag us on social media, we will share. If you make us a collaborator, we will also accept and make sure that everybody in the zip code and beyond is seeing all the wonderful things you have to share. As part of our business support, we also have dedicated lists highlighting the heritage of our small, diverse businesses. So if your business is located in the 22204 zip code and is not part of any of these lists yet, please let us know and we will add you. We will put the link on the chat in a little bit so you can go and see this list. But we love highlighting our diverse and ethnic businesses. So please take a look at that. If you haven't yet, we will love to have you as part of this list. And we love welcoming new businesses to Columbia Pike, and we're always happy to celebrate your arrival to the community. We help connect, we coordinate and publicize your event for maximum exposure, and that's what we do with our grand openings and ribbon cuttings. So if you are thinking about opening up businesses in the neighborhood, please reach out to us and we will make sure that everybody knows you're coming. And finally, the Launch Club. This is a great opportunity for restaurants to put their businesses and their presence on Columbia Pike. We have been doing this for almost a year now, and we bring big groups of people to one restaurant each month. We have now a club of between 25 to 35 people. So this is great for all restaurants to get the word out there. This is not just a one-time thing, because if you bring a big group of people and they will come later with their friends, they will come with their families, and it's just that great voice to voice that helps those businesses. So if you are interested in being part of the club, please reach out to Alejandra and we'll make sure to put you on the list for this year. Thank you. Back to you, Alejandra.
Thank you so much, Andrea, for that. And again, we're going to be putting our information, and you're also going to have the information of all the presenters in here. So readily available. We're going to be setting the presentation as well. And this meeting is being recorded, so you will be able to review and see it at a later time. So now I would like to introduce you our first presenter from Arlington Strategy, the CEO and founder, Jennifer Mulchandani. She has some very exciting content to share with you. So again, please hold your questions to the end. You will have an opportunity to ask them. So Jennifer, please get us started.
Thank you. And you can move to the next slide and the next one, please. So I have 5 minutes to set the stage on why marketing is so important in growing your business. And this is a little bit technical, but I think it's really important for businesses because at the end of the day, you want to make more money, you want to make more sales. But marketing is not all about just that end sale. And so it's important for businesses, depending on what you're selling and how long it takes your potential customers to make a purchase decision, to understand this, what we call the customer acquisition journey. I just put this out there just so you can think about if you're a restaurant, a purchase decision is often made in the moment. What am I in the mood for? I'm going to look for you and I'm going to go there. If you're selling a new house, the purchase decision might be years in the making with a lot more research. And so it takes you longer to move your customer from hearing about you to making a purchase decision. We're going to talk about why this is important in marketing next. Next slide, please. So you've got to think about when you're making all your decisions is really honestly, where should you put your next dollar in marketing, right? It's and your time, because that's equally important. You've got to think about it in terms of where your goals are, how much money you're willing to put into it, and how much time you're going to put into it, because every decision you can make is going to impact those things. Next slide, please. So when you think about what marketing, there's a set of tools that exist, and all of these other organizations today are going to be able to help you with different sorts of these tools. But each of these take different inputs in terms of that budget, in terms of that time. So, you might be very comfortable doing your own social media, but maybe the idea of placing paid advertising seems really scary and outside your skill set. That might be something to, talk to marketing consultants or advisors about, or getting media placements, or starting to collect email lists and do email marketing. These are all different things that you can consider, but each one is going to have a very different impact in terms of your own dollars and your own time, as well as where those customers are in that customer acquisition journey, which the next slide is going to sort of put these in that context. When we talk about marketing, we're talking about building awareness, right? That's just, oh, I've heard of that. I've heard of that restaurant, or I've heard of that brand, all the way to you're a loyal ambassador, client, customer who refers everybody. And so your different market audience is going to be at different points in this journey. And those marketing tactics that are at our disposal in business are going to help you at those different stages. And I think this is really the crux of understanding where your dollars need to go. Often we see, especially newer businesses, want to put all their money into just generating sales, like making the purchase decision. But if no one's ever heard of your brand or your business, or you have no street cred, no social media reviews or no Google reviews, all of this brand building activity hasn't been done, you're going to make it much harder for people to make that purchase decision, and you're misallocating where your budget needs to go. And so I like to have businesses think about their goals, understand who their market is, and then we really talk about, all right, where is your customer in that journey and ready and able to spend money on your product or service or come into your business. And then we'll allocate where your money and your time, again, both of those are really equal considerations, need to go in terms of marketing. If you're brand new, you really should be investing mostly in that brand building, that awareness building, getting your name out there as much as possible. So in a paid advertising approach, that's what we call reach. Whereas if you're really, you've been nurturing, your brand is out there and you're really, you've got all your brand building stuff taken care of, and you're really trying to help people make that last decision around contacting you, that might be a conversion campaign. Those are very technical things, but the idea is using these tactics effectively means really understanding what your goals are for each of the investments. The next slide, please. And just in terms of, working with an agency, which, frankly, all of the wonderful organizations who are here, they provide different levels of marketing support. An agency really is a next level. We often say when you've graduated from getting the support from all the wonderful services and opportunities, or in concert with, but it's really, you're ready to invest in next level brand building or marketing. That's really when an agency would come into play. That's it. I'm out of time. I think I hit 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer, so much. I know that you just touched a little bit, but there is so much to learn. So thank you so much. The next presenter is Steve, the president for the Douglas Park Civic Association. And we are very excited to have a civic association being represented here. So Steve, take it away.
Hey, perfect. Well, thanks, Alejandra. And thank you very much to the Columbia Pike Partnership for pulling this together. If you want to go to the next slide, I'm Steve Jordan Tomaszewski, the president of the Douglas Park Civic Association. I'm also just going to post my contact information in the chat here if anyone wants to follow up as well. So wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about what a civic association is, why you should care, and then kind of following to Jennifer's remarks, how civic associations could help your businesses. So the bottom line is Arlington County is split up into about 60 different neighborhood associations. And each one of those has different things that they work on, but at the core of it, they are advocating to improve their neighborhoods at the end of the day. They're bringing neighbors together by hosting events and having a lot of fun traditions around the community, and then also giving back to those in need. So if your business is looking to do any of those things, look to civic associations for getting involved. And every one of your businesses in Arlington is part of one of these civic associations. The other thing that should really just be aware of is even though certain neighborhood associations will have different levels of engagement, some are very active, doing a lot of different work, and some, might not be putting on as many events or having as many opportunities to engage. Just wanted to kind of tell everybody about what ours does and how we help businesses. One thing on the advocacy front, if you're having a problem with the county, civic associations are that link to getting stuff done. We had a business reach out. They had some trees that were overgrown behind their business on county property, and they were falling onto their cars and hurting cars that were parked in their parking lot. And we were able to work with the county to get that fixed. fixed. And then we have very active advertising opportunities, which I'll get into here in a second. So as well as social media channels, and in the chat, you'll kind of see the social media opportunities that we use to communicate with our residents. So next slide, please. So for advertisements, this is kind of why you should think about using civic associations to advertise, and how they can help build your brand and build awareness. You really have a targeted audience. Instead of kind of blasting out to a wide audience that might not even be in the area, neighborhood associations are really extremely focused on folks that are living right around and surrounding your businesses. It's also very cost effective. You're going to have opportunities for paid advertising. It's probably a lot cheaper to do with a local civic association than it might be in some other channels. It's a great way to build brand awareness. The neighbors that are right around your businesses hopefully are going to be some of your best customers, and kind of going through that civic association, getting the word out there is a great way to kind of bring in your community and link folks together. And community involvement, we've had businesses reach out that's just said, hey, we want to help give back to support your holiday fund drive to help kids in need. And we kind of, work with them to find opportunities to kind of plug them in order to give back to the community as well. And then longevity, a lot of the advertising that goes through our civic association. I had a neighbor recently give me one of their neighborhood newsletters from 1982. And she was very proud of that, right? Of just something that folks cherish and hold on to with that. So if you want to go to the last slide. And so just about our neighborhood, many of you might be living or your businesses might be in Douglas Park. We're the third largest neighborhood in Arlington County. We have over 10,000 residents. And then what we do is roughly quarterly, we will send out a printed newsletter to over 1,300 households that gets hand delivered, and folks really count on that. It's a trusted source of information. And then we also echo that on social media channels as well as appropriately. So this is how you can connect. Here are our rates. Just want to be very transparent about that. Would love to talk to y'all more about if you want to find a way to have either help to improve things in your neighborhood, connect with your community, or have some advertising. We'd love to talk to you. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Steve. Our next presenter is Lourdes Morales with the Arlington Economic Development BizLaunch.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, CPP, for having us today. We're really excited to, even though we have some familiar faces, we also see some unknown names. So my name is Lourdes Morales, and I work for Arlington Economic Development with the BizLaunch program, and I have the pleasure to be working with my colleague.
I'm Yakin Valenzuela, and I also work with AED BizLaunch. And Lourdes is going to be talking more about what resources we have and what kind of work we do.
Yeah, so with BizLaunch, we help people who want to start or expand their business, from the idea phase to if they want to expand it, but we do it in a holistic way, but also we want to make sure it's in a sustainable way. We're thinking about not just opening that business, but how are you going to keep that business in 5, 10, 20 years, or hopefully not just leave it to your kids or to your family, but also, if you want to expand their business. And that's what we are here for. And we do it through 3 different ways: one-on-one consultations with the experts. And, we can talk about from the how to start, marketing plan, business license. It really depends. We meet our clients wherever they are. In the one-on-one consultations, we also partner with different organizations like, SCORE, LEDC, depending on what people are looking for. We can also have those partners that you see on the screen, so we can help them to navigate the system. And, all the work that we do is also connected with our partners, and we're so thankful. And that's why we included this, because I think part of the work that we cannot do it just ourselves. We need different partners, and as you will hear my presentation, I will have some of them depending on where they are, but I just wanted to, acknowledge them and say that we we do all this work, in collaboration with other great organizations in the area. We also do a lot of training and education. And it's the next slide. I think since I have 5 minutes, and I have it in my mind, I already went to that and now I'm here. And with the training and education, we really focus on depending what the need is in the market with the clients we hear, but we also have our strategic plan where we plan, especially during the summer, and we, based on all the information that we have, with the team and based on our strategic plan with AD, we develop this training. We do it in person as a webinar as well. We just had one of our favorite trainings, closings. We did a boot camp, and it was for writing a business plan. But this time we did a twist, and it was with a pitch that it was last Friday at the Amazon offices. And, the money that people pay for that pitch went to the winners of the pitch competition. So that's, we are always looking for new ways to keep the training exciting and adding new elements. And then we do a lot. In my next slide, I talk about the networking events that we do, but it's not just networking, like let's go and see each other, because it's good, but we also want to create community. We want for people to connect, and our idea is for entrepreneurs to meet other entrepreneurs, and it has been wonderful. We have some clients who have met our events. We have one person who was selling coffee and then saw another one selling chocolate, and they connected in our events. And we make sure as much as we can to make those connections based on the people who are attending and how we consider, doing this work and getting to know our clients, how we can add that value for those connections in our events. We have a few signatures programs like the brunch and business that we do, and we celebrate different type of businesses. There is one coming up in June that it's going to be for Pride Month. So super excited, stay tuned. And that's, again, it has different forms of networking. Also, another of the key resources that we have is market research. As you can see, my colleague, Prokriti, is presenting all the databases that you can have access for free. It provides demographics, psychographics for clients. They also get a very good sense of different industry market research, and all of that we pay for the subscription, so our clients can have access for free. Just need to have a library card to get access for those resources, and it's wonderful to do your market research. And actually, Prokriti is happy to help you if, to get started. You schedule a one-on-one meeting with her, and she's happy to guide you through the material. Because it's a lot of information, but she can really, depending on what you're looking for, she can really help you with that. We also do social media and marketing assistant, as Jennifer was saying, she talks about all the strategy and all of that. And these are just tools that we have with the social media to really, a lot of our clients didn't have a video or they want to share. And it's amazing because sometimes our clients have the community and creating these videos that is under a campaign. We just don't do just random videos, but usually it will be tied to a campaign. Like this month, we're celebrating Women's History Month. So we highlight that not all, but some of our women entrepreneurs attached to this campaign. And then when they reshare it, you get the exposure that the clients need. We also have other client-based resources like Open Rewards. You get money back for your purchases. Columbia Pike actually has their own program that is doing it, and it has been wonderful to keep, clients coming to your business. We also have a small business directory. If you are not in there yet, we using business licenses and all of that, we incorporated most of them. But if you don't see it, there is a way that you can add your business directly in our website. Our information is going to be at the end. But any questions, please let us know. And then this is one of my favorite programs that we have, and it's called Relaunch, and actually has two components. And I hope I'm not speaking too fast, but I just get excited. One is the strategy part of it, and then the technical part of it. With the strategy part, you meet with consultants one-on-one, depending on what you're looking for. Some people are reviewing all the plan, their business plan as a whole. Some clients want just to focus on the marketing piece or the marketing strategy or the social media strategy. It can be very specific depending where you are at, or you want to sell your business and you want to know what's the process look like, value your business, you name it. That's one piece. And then the other piece is we can develop the websites or e-commerce sites for the business. And all of these is free because it's part of a grant in kind. So the application is in the website, and all that we need is your business license. And with that, please feel free to reach out to us. All of our information is in our website. I will put it in the chat. And and please feel free to reach out to us with anything that you might need. We meet the clients wherever they are, and we want to be a resource for you. And thank you to all our wonderful partners that I see in the screen, and Jennifer as well for set up the stage. How important is marketing? We cannot emphasize as much, and especially having a strategy. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Lourdes. And again, you are going to be receiving the slides, so you will have all this information as well, so you can review at your leisure. Our next presenter is Paola Fernandez with the Arlington Convention and Visitor Service, aka Stay Arlington, now all in Arlington. So Paola.
Hi, good morning, everyone. It's great to be here. As Alejandra said, I'm Paola Fernandez. I'm the marketing coordinator for the Arlington Convention and Visitor Service. So today I'll be talking to you about how you can promote your business to Arlington's visitors. Next slide, yeah. First, I'd like to start by introducing our team. We're the Arlington Convention and Visitor Service, or the ACVS team. We're a division of Arlington Economic Development. Our team focuses on promoting Arlington as a destination for both leisure and business travel. We're a small but mighty team, so if you have any questions regarding any of the resources that I will be presenting on today, please don't hesitate to reach out to any of us. We would be more than happy to help you. The first of our marketing resources is our free website partner listings. Our website, sayarlington.com, features a directory of businesses all across Arlington where visitors can search for more information and become familiar with Arlington's offerings. As you can see in the example, the listing includes a quick summary of your business, images, links to your own website, your social media channels, and more. If you already have a partner listing on our website and you would like to update the information, please feel free to reach out to me. Also, in order to create a partner listing, if you don't already have one, there's a link in this slide, and also I will include it in the chat, where you can go to our website and fill in the form. Next slide. I also wanted to touch on how you can enhance your listing for groups and meetings business. Our destination sales team, Portia Connerly and Roxana Rivera, often represent Arlington in national and international travel and trade events throughout the year. So they're the ones who connect meeting and group planners with all of Arlington's partners and resources. Just as a side note, when we promote Arlington to meetings and group planners, we often boast about Columbia Pike being known as the world in a zip code due to the corridor's expansive global cuisine. And I would just, again, make sure if you create your partner listing to indicate in your listing that you offer group services such as group dining, box lunches, catering, or any other service that could be utilized by meetings and groups in the area. Next slide. The next resource would be your 360-degree video tour. We have partnered with a company named Threshold 360. Once you schedule your session, they come and capture your business in a quick and easy way. And then the video will then be available on your partner listing on our website, as well as your Google listing. So to schedule your tour, again, you can click the link in the slide once this is shared, or you can reach out to our marketing manager, Scott Baker. I also wanted to touch on social media engagement. We're active on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Threads. So if you aren't following us already, we're at State Arlington. A lot of our content is user-generated content that we repost with credit. So sometimes that might be a photo or video that someone captured at your business. Also, if your business is active on social media, there's also a chance that we have requested content from your account. So this is a great way for visitors to get an authentic view of what they will experience when they visit Arlington. Whenever you post, please use hashtag #YesArlington in order to give us permission to repost your content on Instagram. And then also in general, to engage with us on social media, please be sure to use the hashtag AllInArlington. Lastly, I wanted to quickly touch on our visitor materials. Our visitor services team assists in answering visitor questions, including providing information and materials as visitors and meeting planners are planning their upcoming trips. So every year we print new visitor materials, including our visitor's guide, our meeting planner's guide, and our Arlington map. Just wanted to let everyone know we do have new visitor materials coming up in the spring, so that's really exciting. So if someone stops by your business and they want information on any of the surrounding attractions, you can use our visitor materials as a reference. Digital versions of our publications are available on our website, which I will link in the chat. And then also upon request, you can receive physical materials. That's all I have for today. As I mentioned earlier, please don't hesitate to reach out to any of us if you need assistance or want more information on how you can promote your business to Arlington's visitors. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Paola. Our next and last presenter is Josue Bastidas with the Arlington Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you, Alejandra. Good morning, everyone. My name is Josue Bastidas. I serve as marketing coordinator at the Arlington Chamber of Commerce. The Arlington Chamber is a membership-based nonprofit with a mission to strengthen businesses and the economic environment for those who work, live, and do business in Arlington. One of the best marketing tools we offer is our email newsletters. Our weekly email newsletter promotes upcoming chamber events for that week, along with future events, and is sent to over 5,000 chamber members and business leaders. Advertising in the weekly email newsletter is a great way to reach our general membership to promote your business. We also send out monthly e-blasts that are curated for different audiences, which are our networking, women in business, and business advocacy newsletters. Advertising through these emails offers a targeted approach to reach specific audiences. For example, our Women in Business e-blast reaches members that have expressed interest in attending and learning about our Women in Business networking events. So if your targeted audience are women entrepreneurs or business leaders, advertising in this newsletter can be a benefit to your business. We also offer sponsored e-blasts. These are emails that exclusively share your business, product, service, or event to our general membership. Next slide, please. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. The best way to promote your business is by getting in front of potential customers and making sure they know who you are. We host around 100 events a year, ranging from our networking events hosted at different locations across Arlington to our larger signature events with over 100 people in attendance at each one. Most of our events are in person, but we know some prefer virtual events. That's why we offer our Small Business Roundtable virtually, as well as our drop-in committees that meet monthly. These committees provide networking opportunities, educational resources, and assist in coordinating events, such as the Education Workforce Development Committee, which is organizing an upcoming event to learn more about the school board candidates, and the Community Action Committee, which is presently organizing our first nonprofit forum of the year and our annual volunteer day. Members that attend our events are the members most recognized. The more you see a person, the more you are likely to remember them and to consider doing business with them. Again, people do business with people they know, like, and trust. Next slide, please. Lastly, we also offer free opportunities for members, such as including your event in our community calendar and tagging us on social media so we can reshare. One that stands out the most is our Small Business Roundtable. It's an educational resource we offer members so they can learn more about specific industries or areas of knowledge. but it is also a great way to establish yourself as an expert by being a speaker at one of our monthly roundtables. Because the Small Business Roundtable is a chamber event, it receives the same level of promotion as our other events through our different channels. That means your business and names are promoted in our weekly email newsletters, on our website, and on our social media channels without any cost to you. Next slide, please. And thank you for inviting us. That's my whole slide.
Thank you so much, Josue. So this concludes our presenter. So now it is an opportunity for you guys to ask any questions. So again, you can send them to me via private message or Andrea, or you can just raise your hand or unmute yourself and ask any questions that you have for the panelists. And I'm trying to see here if anybody has any questions.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, this is Gabriela with Neonage. I wanted to ask the BizLaunch team if they would mind elaborating a little more on that relaunch program.
Yeah, no, thank you for the question, Gabriela. So the relaunch program, we developed that program during the pandemic, and that was based on a need on very specific strategy, focus consulting. That's one side. And then the other side is all the people needed websites or e-commerce sites, or if they already have it, there are ways that, they can improve it, including technology. So it really depends what the client needs. So it's, we cover the cost for that, and we work with set of consultants. One for the strategy part, our partner's name is Reppy, and then we work with Nov8, who developed the website and e-commerce content. We also, within the strategy part, like I know for clients might be really difficult to create content, so the client will work with Reppy to create that content before it's transferred to Nov8, and they will develop the website or e-commerce site, or just improving again the tools that you already have. I don't know. And how you apply is you need to be an Arlington-based business. You need to have a business license. That's the only request that we have. And depending on how many businesses apply, we might not be able to have everyone participating in the month that you apply. But you don't need to keep applying every month. We will just keep your name, and depending on the month, we do like a lottery-based selection. And again, your business information will continue there until you get into the program. Did I answer your question?
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Lower this. Thank you so much. And thank you for asking that question, Gabriela. We have another question in the chat by Wahid with IC Optic. He said that he would like to know more about the open rewards. So if you want to explain a little bit.
I can try to explain.
Yeah, so thanks for the question. So Open Rewards, it's a program with a blue dot that we have, so we subsidize it. So the purpose of this app, of this program, it's to incentivize consumers to purchase on Arlington small businesses. So what that means is that every time you go to a small business in Arlington, you get a 5% cash back. So what it does is what you have to do is you need to download the app, and every time you go to a small business in Arlington, we have all that information within the app already. So all you have to do is take a screenshot of the receipt, upload it, and then we're gonna give you 5% cash back on that receipt. So every time you purchase on a small business, you can do that. With that being said, if you go to Target or if you go to Walmart, we are not giving you any credit for that, because that's a bigger company. And what we're trying to do is just get more traffic to the small businesses that are located in Arlington. I hope I was able to answer your question, but if you want me to do a little bit more, I'm glad to do so.
Wahid, does that answer your question? And we can also follow up with you and send you more resources and flyers that the BizLaunch team has. Okay, so I'm monitoring the chatting here, and okay, it looks like Anne-Marie Dasher from King Rose Hill. Oh, hi, ladies. They sell candles and they're awesome. So she's asking a question. Are there opportunities to access any grants for growing your business?
I can. Thanks for that question. You know, like we have like I know I just talk about BizLaunch, but that's a grant, but it's in a different way that we are managing that grant. There is also another database that we have, and it's called Open Grants, that you can do some research. And again, Procrity, my colleague Procrity, is more than happy to help you to navigate that database. And depending on, you know, there are other jurisdictions that from time to time might open grants. I know Fairfax County has a specific grant right now, but it really depends. And at this point, we have the open grants where you can, that database, you can navigate which grants are available for the business community.
Thank you very much. That was very helpful. Thanks.
Awesome. Hi, Paula. Do you want to ask your question? Or do you? Okay, so she has it here. I don't find Douglas Park, Arlington. Oh, I can send it to you. We're gonna send you that. I'll post the information in here, Paula, so you can have that for Douglas Park. I know that you are at the Columbia Pike Farmers Market. Yeah, of course. Anybody else has any questions? Okay.
Alejandra, it's Alex here from Sabores.
Hi, Alex. Go ahead.
Thank you. Question is on the social media. You know, we've been using a lot of Instagram and Facebook to promote the restaurant. And I wanted to know what is the turnaround on how do they choose the posts that they share in order for them to promote it more within all this network.
Okay, and this question is for, because we all do social media sharing. And I can answer for the partnership. Like I live on social media, so I'm always resharing when we get a tag. So I don't know if you had it specifically, or do you want each organization to respond?
Sure, maybe with the Chamber and the BizLaunch.
Okay, Josue, and then Lourdes. What is the turnaround, or how do you get to choose which post do you reshare when you are tagged on social media?
Generally, if members tag us, then we reshare. I will say it also depends on capacity, because I'm not always monitoring our social media. I look at our social media probably 30 minutes, an hour when I'm posting, because again, we also do the email marketing, we also do events. So that's part of the marketing role, but also I'm not all the time looking at our social media, so I don't always know when a member has tagged us, but I generally try to check once a day when we get a notification, somebody tagged you, great. And then we look at what was the information shared to see whether, again, we'd love to reshare, or if it's not for us to reshare, or we don't think it'll provide a benefit to the whole membership as well for us to reshare, then we generally don't. But again, it's also, we do reshare. I don't think we've done a lot of resharing, which we're working on, because again, capacity wise, but that is a service that we do provide.
Thank you, Josue. Lourdes or Jakin, do you guys want to answer this question?
Yes, you know, as long as you tag us, we also try to reshare, and it's again, you know, in terms of capacity, but as long as you tag us, we're happy to reshare. We usually like to, you know, to look for resharing content that will promote a new service of the business, you know, so we don't want to overwhelm our followers also with any type of content. So we usually are happy to, if a business is having a grand opening, or if you're introducing a new product or service, or right now is Women's History Month or is Hispanic Heritage Month, and you have a specific program going on, is how we share that content. But because again, we need to be careful to not, overshare it in terms of just promotion, and we want also to that our followers stay with us, but we're happy to share anything that might benefit our business community. And you can tag us BizLaunch and BizLaunch en Español, and we're happy to share.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alex, for that question. So I received a private question in here. It's a business on Columbia Pike, and due to the construction that the elephant in the room, right? It's asking how can this business owner let know the clients when they're open for business outside of using their Instagram and their website, if there are any other methods that they can use and share. I know that there is perhaps Lourdes, I don't want to put you on the spot, but maybe you can, I know that we're working on We Are Open campaign, so maybe you have more information that you would like to provide some insights to this person that sent a private message.
Yeah, no, thank you for that. As Alejandra mentioned, we're working on a campaign with the county, and we are open because we know how important it is for you as a business owner to let people know that you are open. So that will be a very specific campaign that we're targeting, and hopefully it's coming up soon. So we'll let you know, and CPP is also involved working with us. So we will share it through our all different media channels, and and if you have any ideas on something specific that might be benefit for your business, please let us know. We had a client who she said, hey, I created this video, and we are happy to even Yakin with his wonderful video tools can create a video. She just wanted to let clients know that she is still open, and in terms of parking, which parking was available, and Yakin created that video for free, and we promoted within our channels, and she did the same, and that was very helpful based on the feedback that we got. But again, if you have any other idea, we're working a very specific campaign. I want to make that clear, but if you come with any other ideas, please let us know.
Thank you so much, Lourdes. So there is another question that was public in here, but I'm not really sure of the name of the person since we were having some tech issues, so it comes as the name of my colleague, Andrea. But if you want to ask the question, mute yourself, I'm going to go ahead and read it. It's how about working with social media influencers, or what are the pros and cons of making an ad on those people having many followers, and how do you select and reach out to them? Thanks. So I can respond for the partnership. We have a collaboration with the DMB Foodie Piggies. They live on Columbia Pike, and we are working with them and connecting them with restaurants so they can highlight their business. So that's my experience working with them. I know that there are other restaurants, and Alex, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I know that you also have worked as the owner of Sabores, with different influencers that they highlight your business. I don't know if you want to share your experience with the rest of the group. And I see that you're here, but I think you're on mute, Alex. Okay.
I'm happy to jump in here, Alejandra.
Yeah,
because,
Jennifer, you had your please.
Yeah. So I think working with social media influencers is fantastic. It's not necessarily appropriate for every type of business, but if you're really trying to drive local, and you've identified local people who, I mean, the best kind of influencers are your existing customers, right? And so what can you do in your place of business to promote people taking content and sharing it and tagging you? whether that's offering discounts or setting up a selfie station or having a campaign where you've created a hashtag. You can kind of create social media influencer opportunities that don't even cost you money, that just help promote what people are already taking content in every restaurant, right? People can't eat without taking pictures anymore. So for restaurants, it's quite easy to do. And then certainly there are people where it's more of a paid promotion, whether it's through free products or you're actually paying for a certain amount of content for them to produce. But the thing to remember is that social media influencers are going to tag your social media accounts and your marketing assets. So it's like that readiness. Like, how is your brand showing up online? Is your social media even posting its own content? Do you have enough there so that if you're paying for somebody to send followers to you, that they're going to show up and see online before they're going to check you out online before they come in person, that your marketing assets are what you want them to be to best represent your business. So it's sort of that order of operations before you're investing in social media influencers. I also wanted to sort of the question about how do we let people know we're open or closed depending on status of things. Use Google business profiles. So hopefully everybody has it set up. They're free to claim your listing on Google. It's what literally puts your business on the Google map when somebody's looking for restaurants near me or a specific, dry cleaner near me or whatever your business is. But the more you use that, Google rewards you with better search engine optimization. You show up more in searches. But you can update your open and closed status every day if you wanted to. And you can set that as something that shows up to people when they look for your business online. It's and you can almost start to train your clients or your customers that is the best place to go for your opening status. So I really encourage people to use their Google business profile. People don't think about it. It's not social in the sense that there's so much back and forth on it, but it's a really powerful free marketing tool for you to use.
Thank you so much, Jennifer.
May I add something?
Yes, please go ahead.
So I just wanted to follow up with a business who raised the question about how to let the community know that they're open during the construction. If you provide your information, we are actually a consultancy that work with Arlington County various projects, and that project is one of them. And we're happy to deploy somebody to put a yard sign. We have already installed many across Columbia Pike, letting the people that walk by or that take the bus near bus shelters in different areas where possible, where there's grass, we could install one in front of their business. And as Lourdes shared, there is a campaign that is going to be launched soon with signage, with bigger signage for businesses, specifically across the Penrose area.
Thank you, Gabriela. Could you please perhaps share your information so this person can, feel free to reach out to you?
Absolutely.
Email. Yeah, thank you so much. So we want to be respectful of your time. So we have 4 minutes to wrap up. So I don't know if anybody had any last question. If not, we're just gonna go ahead and thank the panelists and thank you for your time. You will be receiving the recording and also the presentation with the contact, so you can feel free to reach out to any or all of us as you see fit. And also we are looking forward to hearing from you and connecting and see how we can best support you. With the Columbia Pike Partnership, again, and my name is Alejandra, and we just wanted to remind you, we do have an upcoming event on Thursday, April 25th. We would love to see you there, and you can find more information on our website at columbiapike.org. And also, we are going to be doing another similar Connect and Collaborate in person, and this is going to be on May 29. We're going to combine it with Lunch Club, and it's going to be an opportunity for you to learn about ways that you can engage with different nonprofits. So again, we are really excited to have you here, and please stay tuned. You're going to be receiving an email from me directly with the presentation and all the contacts from the panelists, so you can feel free to reach out. And thank you, Gabriela, for posting that. And thank you all. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday and enjoy the beautiful day today.